we've got an introduction. So as you guys saw in the introduction, our organization is a non-profit. Our goal is only to promote table tennis as a sport on a global scale. And I really hope, more and more people could learn about it and participate, enjoy it. It's a cool sport, and you guys have been really supportive. And for that, I really thank you guys, and also for your amazing comments. Oh, and you guys have mentioned, yes, right now I'm only doing videos for, on basic techniques. But I think it's really important to have a solid foundation. But just to respond to that, I will be starting a whole new series purely focusing on the tactics in games, and how you can do on competitions, how to adjust your mentality, and possibly some tips and strategies in games. And I'll still continue posting in this technique series, and also I'll start the new one. Just to recap, in the last video we learned how to develop a powerful backhand against backspin. But for some of you, you might notice in certain situations it won't work. For example, if your opponent give you a deep, long, fast push, and you won't have enough time or room for a full swing, what should I do? And in this video I will compare and contrast these two situations. But first, let's look at how the expert deal with it.
最大的本事啦，看是不是自信。好，先摆一个，开始反手。漂亮。
So the biggest difference between these two loops is timing. When you have enough time, you can wait for the ball to come to you and then go forward. But for this one, you don't have that much time. The ball is already, approaching a racket. You should be contacting the ball when it's still rising. Maybe even a bit earlier, when it just bounced up. Since you don't have enough time, everything has to be shortened. It has to be smaller. You notice I didn't put my hand down that much. I didn't, fully rotate my waist and have this big swings. So all of them has to be very efficient in that short amount of time. Okay, since the ball is already coming with speed and power in this in the horizontal direction, then you don't need that much just hitting and this going forward. You need more brushing and creating the art to let the ball spin over the net. And by creating this vertical component, it works with the forward force the ball is already carrying. And all the other steps are the same as shown in the last video. So to practice this loop, try to start with moderate strength. Just get a good feeling of brushing the ball, and also get comfortable with the timing, when it just bounces. And as you practice more and more, you can start to add force and try to keep the arc as low as possible. And now we've learned forehand and backhand, looping against backspins. And I think we'll be able to draw analogies between different techniques. For example, you always have to relax before you contact the ball. That's for forehand, backhand. You have to relax, and then all of your feeling, your fingers, wrist has to work on this point. So if you already use all your strength before you even hit the ball, then the ball won't go over the net. Just try to get all the brushing acceleration on that one point. And just some tips in using this loop. This shot is only when you're not ready or for very deep long pushes, and don't use it for every single backhand. And usually when your opponent gives you a deep long push, and they're going to pivot and they're going to wait for a weak return and they're going to counter loop it. You're increasing the rhythm. You can also try to change up the placement. Variation will give your opponent difficulty. Just don't expect this to, just kill the opponent. It's most likely you're going to get a second ball, and you have to always get ready for a second ball, and that's your perfect opportunity to finish the rally. So again, thank you guys very much for watching, and I will see you next time.